Jeremiah 51, Part 2. For thus said Jehovah of hosts, the Elohim of Yisrael: the daughter of Babel is like a threshing floor at the time it is trodden. Yet a little while, and the time of her harvest shall come. Nebuchadnezzar, the sovereign of Babel, has devoured us. He has crushed us. He has made us an empty vessel. He has swallowed us up like a monster. He has filled his stomach with my delicacies. He has driven us away. Let the violence done to me and my flesh be upon Babel, says the inhabitant of Sion, and let my blood be upon the inhabitants of Chaldea, says Jerusalem. Therefore, thus said Jehovah, see, I am pleading your case, and I shall take vengeance for you, and dry up her sea, and make her fountain dry. And Babel shall become a heap, a habitation of jackals, an astonishment and a hissing, without inhabitant. Together they roar like lions, they shall growl like lions' cubs. And in their heat I shall prepare their feasts, and I shall make them drunk, so that they rejoice, and sleep a never-ending sleep, and not awake, declares Jehovah. I shall bring them down like lambs to the slaughter, like rams with male goats. Oh, how Sheshach has been captured! The praise of all the earth has been seized. How Babel has become a ruin among the nations! The sea has risen over Babel. She has been covered with the roaring of its waves. Her cities have become a ruin, a dry land and a desert, a land where no one dwells, neither does Son of Man pass by it. And I shall punish Bel in Babel, and I shall make him spew out what he has swallowed, and nations shall no longer stream to him. Even the wall of Babel shall fall. Come out of her midst, my people, and let everyone deliver his being from the burning displeasure of Jehovah. And lest your heart grow faint, and you fear the report heard in the land. For a report shall come 1 year, and after that, in another year, a report shall come, and violence in the land, ruler against ruler. Therefore, see, the days are coming, that I shall bring punishment on the carved images of Babel, and all her land shall be put to shame, and all her slain fall in her midst. And the heavens and the earth and all that is in them shall shout for joy over Babel. For the ravagers shall come to her from the north, declares Jehovah. As Babel is to fall for the slain in Israel, so for Babel the slain of all the earth shall fall. You who have escaped the sword, go away. Do not stand still. Remember Jehovah from afar, and let Jerusalem come to your heart. We are ashamed because we have heard reproach. Shame has covered our faces, for strangers have come into the set-apart places of the house of Jehovah. Therefore, see, the days are coming, declares Jehovah, that I shall bring punishment on her carved images, while the wounded groan throughout all her land. Though Babel should mount up to the heavens, and though she should make the height of her strength inaccessible, ravagers shall come to her from me, declares Jehovah. Listen, a cry from Babel, and great destruction from the land of the Chaldeans, because Jehovah is ravaging Babel, and shall silence her loud voice, and her waves shall roar like great waters. The noise of their voice shall resound, because the ravager shall come against her, against Babel, and her mighty men shall be captured. Every one of their bows shall be broken, for Jehovah is the El of recompense. He shall certainly repay. And I shall make her rulers drunk, and her wise men, her governors, and her deputies, and her mighty men, and they shall sleep a lasting sleep, and not awake, declares the Sovereign, whose name is Jehovah of hosts. Thus said Jehovah of hosts, the broad walls of Babel are completely demolished, and her high gates are burned with fire, and peoples labor in vain, and the nations weary themselves for fire. The word that Yirmiyahu the prophet commanded Seraiah son of Neriah, son of Maaseiah, when he went with Sidkiyahu, the sovereign of Yehudah, to Babel in the 4th year of his reign. And Seraiah was a quartermaster. So Yirmiyahu wrote in a book all the evil that would come upon Babel, all these words which have been written concerning Babel. And Yirmiyahu said to Seraiah, when you come to Babel and see it, and read all these words, then you shall say, O Jehovah, you have spoken concerning this place to cut it off, so that none shall dwell in it, neither man nor beast, for it is a ruin forever. And it shall be, when you have ended reading this book, that you shall tie a stone to it, and throw it into the midst of the Euphrates, and shall say, so does Babel sink and not rise from the evil that I am bringing upon her, and they shall weary themselves. Thus far are the words of Yirmiyahu.